up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen. Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly. Good morning everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday reading assembly. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, together we will. Every single Stukeley day we focus on. Our Stukeley motto is, our Stukeley curriculum is, and 4 words that make the magic happen. Yes, as I said, welcome to a Wednesday reading assembly. You've probably worked this out already, but we're going to finish off, no we're not. We're going to read a bit more Christmas Carol. I was getting too excited. We're not going to finish it. We're going to read a bit more of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. We've got Cheer Boo Song or Silence, and then we've got some of our festive bits. Don't forget it's the 2nd of December today, so at some point in assembly, the Advent window will appear and you have to check it, get the letter, write it in your learning logs. I wonder, when it will appear. Anyway, keep an eye out for that. Right, before we start on the next part of our story, Charles Dickens, famous author, one of the most famous authors in the world. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think as a class, what were the names of some of his novels? And if you can think of one that we haven't done in a reading assembly, I'll be very impressed. Off you go. Teachers, pause the video. Great. Every week we're going to have a little bit more of an author quiz to see if we can build up that knowledge, that long-term memory. Right, I think it's time. Christmas Carol. So last week we met our main character. We met Scrooge. In fact, there he is. And I think we've worked him out already, haven't we? It says here, he's a mean, miserable, lonely old man. We also met somebody called Bob Cratchit. It says here, Bob Cratchit works for Scrooge as the office clerk, and he is a loving father. So we've got a character who's positive, who's hardworking, who's kind, and then we've got the opposite in Scrooge. Now we know that Scrooge hates Christmas, he hates people. Basically, he's Mr. Gum, but Victorian version. Anyway, Scrooge goes home at the beginning of the story last week. He went home, and when he got home, his door knocker turned into the face of Jacob Marley, who Scrooge used to work with, and he died years ago. And it freaked Scrooge out a bit. He was a bit scared by it, and he got into bed, pulled his sheets up, and that's when we finished. Let's crack on. Cold, dark, and still, Scrooge lay in his bed. There was no sound but his own breathing. Scrooge had been disturbed by the vision of Jacob Marley in his front door knocker, and he was finding it difficult to sleep, tossing and turning through the night. Jingle! Scrooge stirred. Tinkle! Scrooge's eyes peered over the covers. Jangle! Scrooge's eyes were drawn towards the movement of a bell, old, dusty and unused, which hung in the corner of his room. It had never made a sound before, until now. It was now swinging vigorously from side to side. Clatter, clang, bang, crash. It wasn't just the bell that was making this noise. There were loud noises coming from outside Scrooge's bedroom. A booming sound echoed up his staircase. Bang! The door was blasted open by a violently cold wind. Scrooge shot bolt upright in his bed. Through the darkness, he once again saw the deadly cold eyes of Jacob Marley. As Scrooge stared, he noticed that Marley, or rather Marley's ghost, was bound by heavy iron, with chains, padlocks and cash boxes that clanged when he moved. So this is what Scrooge can see. Scrooge can see the ghost of Jacob Marley. There it is, look. And he's all chained up. Nonsense, muttered Scrooge, trying to settle himself again. It's just a bad dream. I must have eaten too much cheese. Now don't laugh, because actually there's an old saying that if you eat cheese before bed, it gives you nightmares. Interested to read that in here? It's obviously a very, very old phrase. No, Scrooge, this isn't a dream, whispered the spirit. Nor is it a nightmare. Scrooge, this is real. The ghost gave a frightful cry, echoed by a frightened yelp from Scrooge. Marley, the ghost, clattered his chains. See these chains? See these chains, urged Marley. I see them, said Scrooge. Hear my words, said Marley. I hear them, said Scrooge. Scrooge is really, really scared. These chains I made during my life. For these past 7 years, I have been sleepless, restless, knowing only sadness and despair. The ghost carried on, saying how even after his death, he was sad and lonely and depressed. I spent many selfish years doing business, ignoring people just like you. I ignored the kind people. Now I am paying for it. Said the ghost of Jacob Marley. Humbug! Nonsense! This is a bad dream, said Scrooge, who kept blinking really hard to convince himself it was a dream. Listen, said the spirit, while you have the chance. Shh. See through your window. Although Scrooge was scared, but also not believing what he was seeing, he was chilled to the core when he saw Marley all chained up. We all made others suffer, Scrooge. Now the suffering is ours. We are doomed on this earth and doomed in our death, and we have lost the power. Scrooge stared in horror. You still have a chance to escape this fate, whispered the ghost. Expect 3 more spirits to come and visit you. No, please. By this time, Scrooge has realised it's not a nightmare or a dream. It's actually happening. No, please, begged Scrooge. Expect them to come, said the spirit, and he faded into the night sky. Exhausted, Scrooge stumbled backwards into his bed. Humbug, he muttered as he slid into a restless sleep. and we're going to finish there for today. Very quick recap. Scrooge has gone home. He starts to see things which upset him or worry him. He goes to sleep. In the night, a ghost, a spirit, wakes him up, and it's the man Jacob Marley, who he used to work with and died years ago. And Jacob Marley's saying, I was miserable in my life when I was alive. I was mean, I was horrible to people, and now I'm suffering after I died. And he's saying, Scrooge, change your ways. Scrooge is scared, but also he's a bit, leave it. Okay. What was that? Anyway, Cheer Boo Song or Silence. I was really pleased with this one. Have a little look. Will they get to cheer or will they get to boo? With either one there must not be violence. They may well get to song, but it will not last that long. We really hope they do not get silence. Greetings everyone, and welcome to the Cheer Boo Song or Silence studio. I'm very excited today. I've got Mrs. Woolner behind the curtain. She was very nervous when she picked the card. I wonder what she got. What do you think she's going to get? A cheer, a boo, a song, or silence? Let's find out. Okay, out you come, Mrs. Woolner! Cheer. She is literally going, she's out the front door, she's on work time way. Watch the cars, she's still cheering. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Warner. I wonder how other teachers will react to that. Let's have a little look. Crikey, it's always a little bit awkward when that happens. Anyway, see you next time on Cheer Boo Song or Silence. Will they get to cheer or will they get to boo? With either one there must not be violence. They may well get to song, but it will not last that long. We really hope they do not get silence. Oh, another great Cheer Boo Song or Silence. I wonder who it will be next week. Right, we're on to shout outs. We've got our normal shout outs, and then we go festive. Remember that all the way through December. Birthdays first of all. Stukeley birthday shout out today for Benjamin in year 6. Ben, happy birthday. Also, Fanuska in year 1, it's your birthday too. Happy birthday both of you. Enjoy the day, it's going to be fantastic. Before we get a little bit festive, I am going to do another shout out to Willow class. Nearly 30 children, had about 8 or 9 school days doing remote learning. Mrs. Boswell and Mrs. Gosling and Mrs. Reynolds and the Willow class team, I think they did a fantastic job trying to keep up with everything that was going on at school while not in school. Thank you families for your support. Thank you children for all the hard work that you did. We've learned a few bits about what we might need to do next time if we have to do remote learning. But genuinely thank you. A tough time, but Stukeley gets us through. So well done everybody. Okay. I think it's time for that festive bit in assembly. Oh, I'm already growing to love this part of assembly. It's the festive bit. First of all, look out for the advent window in today's assembly. I wonder if we've had it already. Anyway, if you thought you saw it and you need to watch this back again and pause the video, do it. Just do it, because you need your letter. Okay, talking of Advent windows, here's our Advent chimney. After yesterday's disaster, I'm going to be very careful. Right, it's the second today, so, oh, forgot to put the big guy on. There's Santa, and here is our number 2. So I'm just going to slide out the number 2, put it in the back. Now Santa is only sitting on a number 3. I think we all know what's going to happen tomorrow when I take that number 3 out. Yes. Keep an eye out for that. And we've had lots of messages in our Christmas box. Thank you to everyone who's done that. I'm now going to read out some of them, not all of them. If I don't read yours out, it will make it soon. Okay. This is to Mrs. Booth and all my friends in rowing class. Merry Christmas from Grace in foundation stage. And I have just got to show her wonderful handwriting. Look at that Stukeley script. Absolutely brilliant, Grace. That is definitely going on our Christmas message board. I love this one. There's some great, so sorry, there's some really great drawings on this one. I'm going to give you a bit of a close-up of that. Really clever detail. This is to all of my friends, Merry Christmas from Kieran in year 4. And he's really taken his time with that. Fantastic, Kieran, well done. Oh, I love the Christmas tree. This one's to Freya. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and I hope you get all that you want. And this is from Juno in year 4. To all my friends, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and try and forget about this year. We've had lots of bad luck this year, so this is a positive message. Let's forget that and have a great Christmas. And that's from Leah in year 3, and that's to all of her friends in Willow class and more. 2 left. It's for me. This is to Mr. Singletary, have a lovely Christmas and a happy new year, and that's from Ben in year 2, Pine class. And the last one for today is in an envelope. Big reveal. Oh, I love that. This is to all of my class. Merry Christmas from Adam in year 3, and it says here, it is nearly Christmas. Well, we've got a little bit to go, Adam, but yes, you're right. Okay, only one thing to finish on. Most important 60 seconds. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. Okay, thank you all for your Christmas messages. Keep them coming. I want them from every year group, please. I know year 6 is thinking, that's not really a year 6 thing or a year 5 thing. Prove me wrong. Get it done. Well done everyone who's done it so far. Keep an eye out for the Advent windows, and this is really important, home learning. Oh, you're all rolling your eyes. I have to keep reminding you, I'm going to be coming to every class every week to check on Numbox, Times Tables, Rockstars, AR, Learning Logs. I'm going to do that right up until the last week. You can have a break over Christmas if you want to, but it's important we keep this going. It's not always the same children that are not doing it. It tends to move around. Let's have those brilliant weeks like Chestnut did a couple of days ago where everybody does it. It feels great. See you tomorrow.